Hello, I'm Abby.
And I'm Keith.
Welcome to our 80s Live. And in case you didn't know, we also have a podcast.
Yes, we have a podcast.
We started it a few weeks ago, but we hadn't shared the information with you guys yet because we wanted to get our feet wet and figure out what we were doing. We have several episodes out now. So Keith, how can they listen to our podcast?
All right, it's really easy. So you can go to Apple, Spotify, or pretty much any place that you listen to your podcast.
And we will also put a link below if you want to go and check it out. Our show is basically a deeper dive into all things 80s, so if you enjoy our videos, you'll definitely enjoy the podcast as well.
It's full of nostalgia and 80s awesomeness. Some of the topics we covered so far have been some of our favorite concert memories, commercials, 80s music, name that tune. And Abby, what are we going to discuss today?
Today we're talking about food from the 80s, what we like to eat back then. And Keith is going to be sharing this report that he did in 1985. And inside he wrote all of this information about the foods that he was going to eat. And was it like a finance class or something?
It was a finance class. It was how I was going to live on my own and how I was going to be able to afford that. So obviously I was going to get a job, I was going to have to eat, I was going to have to live, and I was going to have to get there to work somehow, So those are the things I had to figure out, and I had to do a budget.
Okay, so the budget is really interesting because based on today's prices, it's completely unrealistic. So we are going to read through and talk about those, and then I will be reading a little bit from my 6th grade journal. And by the way, you may have also noticed some other changes around here. The wall behind us is a different color. We have recently completed a remodeling project, and that video is coming out next, so stay tuned for our before and after of our studio.
Yeah, you're going to really be impressed with Abby's vision here and the way it turned out.
Aw, thank you, honey. That's so nice. So be sure and check out our podcast. We will talk to you there, and we'll see you in our next video.